Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by again. Today I'm going to be doing a story time. This one, it's really personal to me. This one's about me and my mom. It's a story time about a situation that happened with me and my mom at a laundromat of all places. So I hope you like the story. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. And yeah, so let's get started. So this story is about how me and my mom had a little situation confrontation at a laundromat. So as I did at that time, I was visiting my mom almost weekly, every weekend to be exact. And I went to go visit her, and when I got there to her house, I noticed that she was really upset. And it threw me off. I was like, why are you so upset? What happened? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. But she had told me that her dryer had like recently broke and she needed to dry her clothes. So she had to take them to the laundromat. And so she has a laundromat like at the end of her street. It's really close. It's super convenient. So she was taking her clothes there. This happened to be a Sunday. So she had mentioned something about free dry day, but she was like, oh, that's only if you wash. So, I didn't get it for free. I had to pay, but that's where she had needed to go. And so I was thinking, okay, well, she went to the laundromat. Like, what's happening? What's going on? She was just like, well, I brought it up to her. Like, did you have a problem at the laundromat? She was like, yeah, they kicked me out. I was like, they kicked you out? What happened? And she was like, yeah, well, they kicked me out. Because it was free dry day and they wanted to save the dryers for the people that pay for the wash. And I was like, well, did you try to use it for free? And she's like, no, I was paying for it. And I was like, really? Why would they do that? Why would they turn away business? That just doesn't even make sense. And she's like, I don't know. But she was so upset. And she's like, so the lady there was hecka mean. And, she was like, so rude, and she was like making a whole big deal about like, no, you can't use this, you can't. Like, I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. So she kicked me out right then and there, and she had to take all her stuff to dry and go down the street it's like super far too, down the street to use another laundromat and to dry her clothes there. And she was like, I was starting to walk, and somebody from the laundromat that I came from felt sorry for me, so they gave me a ride the rest of the way to go dry my clothes. I was pissed. That is putting it lightly. I was fucking pissed. I was like, are you kidding me? My mom's an older lady. She's not hella old, but she's an older lady, and she don't need to be walking anywhere. There's a laundromat at the end of her street. Like, she should have been using that. So I was like, what? And she's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to have no problems. God got me. And if you know my mom, like, that's her saying. She doesn't believe in like retaliation. She believes in like karma. Like, she'll be fine. Like, she did the right thing. She didn't do anything wrong. So, nothing's wrong going to come to her. But I believe in that too, but I also believe that you have to stick up for yourself. You can't let people just run you off like that. And if you know something about me, you know that I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not somebody that is aggressive or just ready to fight at any little thing. Like, no. But when it comes to my family, I think with anybody, I will fight to the death for anybody in my family. And that's how it was with my mom that day. I was pissed. I was ready to go up there right then and there. And she was like, no, just give me a ride to the laundromat so I can get my stuff. And I was like, fine, I will take you, but I'm not happy about it. I was giving her a ride, and I just was sitting on it, stewing on it, stirring on it, marinating on it. And I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. And she knew it, and she felt it, because she was like, don't turn around. Don't turn around. And I was like, I'm not going to turn around. I'm not going to turn around. But I couldn't let it go. And I was vibrating with the anger. I was pissed. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, I'm about to go up there right now. And I busted a U-turn, and I went right over there. And I don't even know what I was about to do. I was just so upset at that time. So I was like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm about to report them. I'm about to call the cops. I'm about to interview everybody. We about to report them to Better Business Bureau. Like, they're about to get sued. Anything can do, I'm about to do it. And so my mom was like, no, like she was so, I think she just didn't want to deal with it, and she wanted to be no drama because she lives over there, and I get it. I do. But I was ready to pop off because that's what needed to happen. You know, I'm about to run my mom off nowhere. So I get there. My mom's like, I'm not getting out the car. I was like, don't get out the car. You don't got to, because I got it. And I get out. I whip my phone out. And I fucking start filming. I start filming the sign. I start taking pictures. I was on the ground. I was taking pictures. I was looking around, seeing who I can interview. I was taking pictures of the washer and dryer. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was just ready to fucking, report them. And there was a lady, I know this black lady, she was watching me the whole time, and she was like, and I was like, filming, not giving a fuck. I was like, whatever. I almost wanted to say, do you want to get in on it? Because I was about to say, we're going to do a class action, just whatever. I was gassing it because I was so upset. And, she was like, is there a problem? I was like, yeah, there is. I was like, my mom, she's an elderly woman. She was here drying her clothes and somebody ran her off, and I'm about to report this place. So yeah, excuse me, because I need to film. And she was like, well, that was me. That was you? What? I was like, oh, then you're the person I need to be talking to. I said, why the fuck would you run my mom off? She's an older woman. I was like, she had to walk down the street to be able to dry her clothes. I was like, I came from all the way across town to be able to drive her because she shouldn't have to be driving. She called me. She didn't call me. She called me and she told me that she had to go all the way down the street and she doesn't need to be walking. I said, she has, all these things and she's older. And I was like, this shouldn't have happened. And I said, you're about to get in trouble. I'm about to sue this fucking place. I'm about to sue you. And this is the thing about me. I'm not even confrontational. I'm not even like that. That is not me. But something I was gaining momentum. I was fucking ready. I was like, we got people that live down the street. We know people that live over here. We know people that I said, we got people. I don't even know what I was saying at that point. At that point, I was just like gone. I was like threatening her. I was doing the most because I was that upset. It was my mom. And I think if anybody else is in that situation, they would have done the same thing. And I was just like, yeah, I'm about to get your ass fired. And she was like, well, she was trying to drive. I said, but she was trying to pay. She wasn't trying to do it for free. She was trying to pay. And you kicked her out. And I said, and I bet you when I tell the owner, your ass is about to get fired because you shouldn't be running away good business. She was like, well, there's not enough dryers. Okay. I looked around. There was nobody really in there like that. There was like 3 or 4 people. There was hella dryers. That's how I knew it was some other shit. I knew it was some bullshit because I was like, there is nobody in here. There's nobody in here for you to be running people off that are trying to pay good money to use these dryers. And she was like, well, and I was hyped. I was, anytime she said something, I was counteracting it with something because I wasn't having it. I was not having it. That's my mom. You're not about to do that. And she was just like, after all the hoopla and just the going back and forth, she stopped. And what threw me off is she stopped and she started crying. She started bawling. She was crying her fucking eyes out. And I was thrown aback, because we were outside, because she stepped outside. I was like, are you okay? And I wish, I don't want to say I wish I wasn't compassionate, but the compassionate part of me kicked in and I was like, are you okay? And she was just like, no. She was just like, to be honest, I'm going to be honest. My mom passed away and she was like, had she been alive, I would have done the same thing that you're doing for your mom right now. She's like, I respect you. And I get it. I get why you're doing this. I get why you came up here. And she was like, I would have done the same thing for my mom if she was alive. And she was like, you are so lucky that you have a mom and that she's alive and that you can do this for her. And she was like, to be honest, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And she turned around because my mom was in the car and she looked at my mom. She was like, lady, I don't know you, but I am so sorry. And my mom was like, that's all right. And then she was just like, I am so sorry. She was like, you can come here anytime you want to. you can use them. You ain't gonna have no problems. And I was like, you know, I appreciate that, because she shouldn't have to go super far. I mean, we had already been through it because I had told her everything. But I was just like, thank you, because she only lives down the street, and you know, she was just trying to dry her clothes. She wasn't trying to do nothing. She wasn't trying to start nothing. And she could have been upset. She could have, because you really, you know, kicked her out for no reason, in my opinion. So, you know, we resolved, and she asked me, it was crazy because she asked me, she was like, can I give you a hug? And I was like, you want to give me a hug? And I shouldn't have, because what she did to my mom. But I was just like, yeah, because at that point, she had made me cry. I was crying because I think I was just so upset. My nerves had just been sky high. I was just like, you know, it had all gotten to me. At that point, it just hit. And I was just like crying. I was like, yeah, you can give me a hug. And yeah, and it's all good. And we don't got no problems. But I was just like, good, because now my mom can come back here and not have no problems. And she lives in the same area. I don't, but you know, I really didn't want her to have no future problems in that neighborhood or with that lady or just whatever. So it made me feel good, because that's really not my character to be confronting people like that. But it was needed in that time. It needed to be done, and I did it, and I don't care, and I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again, because that's my mama. But you know, it was kind of cool to see too, because people go through stuff and you really don't even know. And I'm not saying she was really going through something, but it made her lash out on my mom. She could have just been a bitch. But it really seemed like, especially from watching her cry, that, you know, she had some shit going on, and you never really get to see behind the veil. But at that point, the veil had lifted, and I kind of saw a glimpse of like something that she was going through that really affected her outwardly. Because to be honest, had she been a cool person, had she been legit, had she not been sad, would she have treated my mom like that? Would she have been a bitch? Would she have been super rude or acting like that to people? I don't know. You never really know what people are going through. And it could be not even your situation, not even your interaction with them. It could be some other shit, and they just take it out on you, and you don't even get to see what is going on behind the scenes. You just see the result of that, you know, what happens because of that. And so I was just like, damn, you know, people really be going through stuff, and you really don't even know. I wish you wouldn't treat my mom like that, but I am sorry for it. I feel for you, you know, I do, because that is fucked up, and that is sad, you know, and I am grateful that I have my mom. But yeah, it was just an experience on all fronts. So, you know, I'm kind of glad that happened, because I was kind of empowered after that. I felt like, yeah, don't be fucking with my mom, you know. And it was crazy, because a couple days after that, not even that long after that, days, I went to go get my hair done, and I was telling my cousin the story, you know, and she was like, oh, that's funny, because I just got a new washer dryer, and we had a great set, but I just wanted a better one. So I can bring your mom the dryer of it right away. I'll bring it to her in a couple days. I was like, no way. She's like, yep. So I think all of that was just divinely guided. You know, it was just meant to happen, because from that, my mom also got a new dryer. She never had to go back there. She did tell me that she went back there and she talked to the manager, and she told the manager was like, no, you could have used that. That should have never happened. My mom was like, that's all right, but I just want to let you know. But even the manager was saying that she shouldn't have did that. So it was just weird. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for you if you look at it like that. And my mom got a new dryer, I got empowered, and that lady humbled herself. So yeah, so that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Thanks so much for watching, and again, please remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it on your social media platforms. And until next time, bye.